Hello everyone, this is Rugio Duelist back with another video. This time I will be doing just showing a deck profile of my Numeron Dragoon Rainbow Neos deck. Again, last video I believe I mentioned that I was going to do something other than Floowandereeze, and that this channel would switch to more like a tier 3 / rogue deck profiles, whether I participate in tournaments or not. So again, I've been doing Floowandereeze for these past few months, but now it's time to switch things up a bit. Again, it's always good to use different decks and different strategies and see how they perform. So let's get started with the video. I'll start with the main deck, then the side. No, then the extra, and then the side. Hope you guys enjoyed this. So again, it's Numeron Dragoon Neos. Let's see what you guys think. Here goes something. So we'll start off by playing 3 copies of Numeron Wall. Again, this searches the field spell, and it can protect you from OTKs if you take at least 1 damage. Doesn't always work because Omni Negates are a thing, but again, honestly, I don't even run Terraforming in this deck. I used to run Terraforming, but having 3 of this and 3 of the field spell is so good that I don't even think you need to run Terraforming, obviously. I always see them. I used to play this deck a lot a few months ago, and I always saw the field spell, even if I had 3 of this and 3 Numeron Network, and I realized that I really didn't need Terraforming. Now, moving on, I played 1 copy of Lava Golem. Used to play this at 2 or 3. It breaks. I think 1 is all that you need at the moment. But yeah, this deck almost never normal summons, so this card is godly. Works wonders. And then we're playing the brick / maybe garnet package. 1 Dark Magician, 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon, 1 Elemental Hero Neos, and 1 Rainbow Dark Dragon. A lot of people keep asking me, why not regular Rainbow Dragon? Well, you can use the Dark Dragon to summon Rainbow Neos. I think it really doesn't matter unless there's a strategy you want to do with these cards, banish 2 lights or 1 light and 1 dark. But again, this is the honestly, I haven't been able to get a Rainbow Dragon. It really doesn't matter to me at the moment. All you just need is 1 regular Rainbow Dragon or 1 Dark Dragon to get Rainbow Neos out. Then here's our hand trap lineup. 2 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, and 1 Effect Veiler. Why this ratio? I will explain soon enough. Then we move on to the spells. 3 copies of the field spell, aka Numeron Network. Everyone who's played Numeron before knows what this does. Just send the other spell calling to the graveyard, and then you get the 4 little gate guys, aka the 4 Xyz monsters, numbers 1 to 4. We play 2 copies of Numeron Calling. And for standard competitive play, you play 2. Some people can play 3. It's all up to personal preference, but yes, to beat the field spell, you send this spell to the graveyard, and you get your 4 little guys. Then we play 3 copies of Memories of Hope. Again, you resolve this, and you have the 4 little gate guides on the field. It's I believe it's a +3, aka you draw 4 cards. So awesome. You resolve this, you're golden. Then we play 1-ups in this deck. 1 Day of Peace and Upstart Goblin. Again, you resolve these or just having these in your deck turns your deck into 38 cards. So 1 Day of Peace has been godly in this deck. You resolve it, you're guaranteed to have another turn, maybe resolve the field spell again if they break your board, or maybe you have another copy of the field spell. Then we play 3 copies of Red Eyes Fusion to get Dragoon out. I already showed you Dark Magician and Red Eyes, so we play 3. We want to get that Dragoon as fast as possible. You can only do 1, either the Numeron guys, Dragoon, or Rainbow Neos. Speaking of which, then we play 3 copies of Neos Fusion. Same thing as Red Eyes Fusion, except that this card, you can actually resolve it after you summon your little guys. If you can't go for OTK, you have a Rainbow Neos on the field to protect you. Plus, if this is in the graveyard, you can just banish it and protect your Rainbow Neos. So there's that. We maximize on everything here just to get those cards out as quickly and fast as we possibly can. Then we play the one called by the grave. Again, we do not want to get hand trapped with this deck. Absolutely not. Some effects can be negated. Rainbow Neos can be negated, or like maybe like they can ash you, and then you just can't draw cards. And which is why we also play this in conjunction. Why we have Ash Blossom and Effect Veiler. 3 copies of Crossout Designator. I'm testing this out. I used to play this. I realized it was 2. It was all that you needed, but I'm maxing out this time, testing it out again, see how it plays. It's been a while since I played the deck, so yes, that is the main reason why 1 Effect Veiler and 1 Ash Blossom. Also a little bit more on that in a few minutes. Then we play 2 Limiter Removal. Again, if you can OTK with the little gate guys or machines, so you play 1 or 2 of this and you're guaranteed to OTK going second, or like your opponent like does some type of disruption, you do the math and OTK them by playing 1 if not 2 of this card, since this card's not once per turn. Then I play this tech for more so for Dragoon and Rainbow Neos. It's Battle Fusion. It's a quick play spell. If they get attacked or you attack with them, you play this. It's only when they battle a monster, but they gain attack points equal to that monster's attack. Again, it's for OTK purposes, like more damage. If you know you can go for a game and you activate this and you have Dragoon or Rainbow Neos, well then more power to you. Then I main deck 1 copy of Dark Hole. It's at 3. I'm playing 1 in main deck just to test it out. Again, going second can be a thing, and Omni Negates are out there. So then I play 1 copy of Jar of Avarice. Right now I prefer this over Pot of Avarice, because I used to main deck Pot of Avarice and 1 or 2 Pot of Avarice. But Pot of Avarice recycles monsters. This recycles everything. This can recycle the field spell. This can recycle the Numeron Calling, the 4 little guys. Your opponent going second. You resolve this during their standby phase. You recycle everything from your graveyard and draw 1 card, which in my honest opinion during the opponent's turn, it's wonderful. Better than Pot of Avarice, but again, that's all up to personal preference. 1 Writ Reboot, because we don't want our OTKs to be interrupted. And final 3 cards of the main deck, 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. So my friend, he told me, like, why 2 Imperms, 2 Ash, and 2 Veiler? Yes, I was playing 2 Veiler instead of 1. Imperm's a better card, negation card. You can activate it during your turn, during the opponent's turn. So I cut Veiler to 1 and put a 3rd Infinite Impermanence. Alright, now for the extra deck. I think it's self-explanatory. We play 2 copies of each of the gate guys, numbers 1 to 4. This 2 of each. You can run 3, but I think it's good enough as it is. That's like 8 cards in the extra deck. The extra deck is kind of like pretty tight at the moment. Then we play 2 copies of Saryuja Skuldred. He turbos out the deck. Again, you send the 4 little guys to the graveyard, draw 4, put 3 back into the deck. 2, because like you can resolve 1 going first or second, and the second one for the grind game. Then we play 1 copy of the Numeron Chaos Gate Sunya, which can come in handy, not always. If you have extra protection and you can burn your opponent like next turn, well then this card can win you games. Then we play 1 Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. This card was bonkers a few months ago when I was playing this deck. It did came out a lot of times. It can break boards. Again, it's a 3,000 beat stick that you can use one of your opponent's monsters as well as your 4 little Numeron guys to bring it out. Have an Omni Negate on the field, attack. It also has a Blue-Eye Spirit Dragon type of effect. Then 1 Infinitrack Fortress Megaclops. This is also very good. And finally, the 2 final boss monsters of this extra deck. Of course, Big Boy Red Eyes Dark Dragoon and other Big Boy Rainbow Neos. Everyone knows that, like, all of you who play competitively know, obviously Dragoon's a better card, but Rainbow Neos, it's a fun fact. Some people, they don't have like spell and trap removal for sometimes they don't have spell and trap removal for Rainbow Neos, so it's a little bit difficult to out him because he's a 4,500 beat stick. But again, it depends. Depends on the situation. Now moving on to the side deck. For the 15 cards, I play 1 Dino Wrestler Pankratops, just in case my opponent has a Floodgate or some annoying card going second. And we play 2 copies of Droll and Lockbird. It's mostly for a Crossout Designator target, because we do not we don't want this card interrupting our plays. We just don't. One copy of the Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere Mode. I don't believe this card's too useful right now in this format, but I might keep, again, just in case like I face a Dragon Link player like Bird Up, but then we have a new ban list, so we'll see how that goes in the next format. One copy of Harpy's Feather Duster, one Raigeki. I also side decked the other two Dark Hole. Again, this is a board breaking format, so just main decking one, side decking two, see how it works out. Then this card is like freaking awesome in this deck. I play 3 copies of Summon Limit, or I should say side deck 3 copies of Summon Limit. In this deck, this card is it's great. It's great. That's all I have to say. Then 2 copies of Heavy Storm Duster. I could play Twin Twister and Cosmic Cyclone, but this card is like, I feel like this for this deck, if this card is better, you can just set it, maybe going first, even going second if you can break the opponent's board and just, if your opponent has back row removal, put some type of back row, you can just pop it. And then I'm playing some old Blast from the Past as the final 2 cards of the side deck, Fiendish Chain and Breakthrough Skill. I mean, if your opponent's about to do something really ridiculously crazy, you resolve one if not both of these cards, and then you're like in the safe zone in a way. And these cards were like played like 6-7 years ago, but they're still decent if you time them correctly. All right, that is it. That is the my Numeron Rainbow Red Eyes Dark Dragoon Rainbow Neos deck profile. Hope you guys enjoy this. I really hope it inspires maybe some people to play Numeron if you like the deck. Really hope that the deck was like very interesting, has some very interesting text to all of you. Well, that is it. Have a great day and play if you can.